On an Argand diagram, I need to shade the region where the points represent the complex number z, where it needs to satisfy this particular inequality and this one. Now let's analyze what is the meaning of real part of z. It's x. You know, the z can be written as x plus yi. So the real part is x less or equal to 3. What is the meaning of this one? You should know that this is a half line where your starting point, or we call it as the reference point, it's going to be 1 comma 2. So based on that, my angle is going to be 60 degree up till negative 60 degree here. So let's see how to sketch. Your x-axis is your real part and this is your imaginary. Make sure your scale is make sense. Yeah, 1 and 2 over here. Now I need to draw an angle from the reference point, which is 1 2. It's in between 60 to negative 60. So you can make a axis that is parallel to my x-axis and then you draw 60 degree upward. Like that, half line. Okay, one moves up 60 degree here and then similarly one goes down 60 degree downward. See, from this particular dotted axis here, I'm going downward minus 60 degree. Minus means going downward, so you don't have to indicate the minus, it's just a 60 degree. Now next one, we need to draw the vertical line. So how do you draw x equal to 3? So go and plot where's your 3. More or less like, let's say this is a 2 and 3 is going to be somewhere here. You draw a solid line, label x equal to 3 and you are going to the left side. So where is the region? This is my region. Okay, did they ask you to shade? Yes, they did ask you to shade, so you shade it accordingly. Now let's look at the second part. Now we need to calculate the least value of smallest value or the minimum value of the argument z. So they gave you the z. So what is the reference point here? Reference point is going to be 0 comma 0. Argument least value, meaning they are asking for the angle in the region. From part A you have to give your answer in the radian. So within this particular region, from my reference point, what is my reference point? My reference point is 0 0. So which point will actually give me the smallest angle? Okay, let me choose this for example. Will this give me the smallest angle? Of course not. A lot of you will tell, oh, if I pick a point here or anywhere here, I am going to get a 0. Correct? Then the angle created is 0. But now I want the smallest value, meaning I can take a value which is lesser than the 0. So where will it be? Can you take this? How about this point? Yeah, I am getting negative value, but it is not the lowest. So I am very sure you know that this is the point that will give you the lowest angle. So let's go and figure that out. So let me erase this first. Oh God. You can pause the video until I erase. Yeah, so this one here, we need to find this. So how do you find this? This is my point. A simple logic will tell you that now you know that this portion here, you know, your x value here, it's going to be 3. The length here is 3. If I can find out what is this length, then I'm done. I can use SOHCAHTOA and solve the problem because my angle is here. Let me label this as theta. So I am going to use my tangent. Tangent theta is equal to a value here that I don't know. So what is the value here? I'm going to label this as y. It's an unknown, over 3. Where is the 3? The 3 is over here. Okay. Now if I can find the y, then I am done with the question. But how do I find the y? So I don't have much information. I'm going to use the 60 degree from the upper part. So how to solve? I need to find the y. Now what is this point? It's 3 comma 2. So the x value here is 3. Okay, I write for you here. This is 3 comma 2. What is this point here? It's 1 comma 2. Agree? So what is the length of this? Isn't that a 2? Okay, you know it is a 2. Okay, next what I can do? I know that this length over here, it's exactly 2. And I'm unsure about this one now. So I need to correct the y value. So I'm going to use a bigger triangle, which is this one. Let me shade it with black here. And because I know this particular angle now. What is this angle for me? It's 60 degrees. So let me draw it outside here. Oh God. So this angle here is 60 degree, and I know this gap here is 2, and this part is going to be 2 plus by y. So you can easily find the y value using this right angle triangles. Okay, let's try. What is this? Tangent 60, it's equal to opposite over adjacent. Now you can put in your calculator. What is your tangent 60? Sert 3. Therefore my y value is 2 sert 3 minus 2. You can write this in decimal, but I just want to keep it in exact format. Now 2 sert 3 minus 2 over 3, and theta is going to be tangent inverse of it. So you make sure your calculator is in radian mode, and then you try. Shift tangent 2 sert 3 minus 2 over 3. Okay, I am getting 0.454 radian. But can you leave your answer like this? You can't, because I am looking for the minimum value. Minimum value, I know it, the angle needs to be in negative now. If you put positive value, then it is going upward from the x-axis. So you can't do that, yeah. So your answer is going to be negative 0.454 radian.